See, y'all, look, when I be telling y'all, right, that Saitama is going professional, right? And they're going professional and it's going to benefit them. Okay, and they're separating themselves from, the main space. They're separating themselves from all of these developers. This development team is separating themselves from developers that want to be cliche and be copy and paste and want to stay in the meme space. All right, for a lot of individuals out there who really believe that a lot of these meme projects right here are going to be listed on these top exchanges, y'all got another thing coming. These projects, those kind of projects, have a long way to go. Okay, they have a big transition to go through to get anywhere close to a lot of these exchanges. Now, this right here is Binance. So we just going to skim over this and talk about some stuff. Y'all know I like breaking down things. Okay, so it says, and then look, we're going to also compare this to things that Saitama is already doing. So it says how to get your coin listed on Binance.com. It says Binance aims to provide more access to crypto and make the best efforts to list high quality tokens. Okay, so look, we're talking about high quality. All right, high quality. This means projects, right, that have more going on than in the meme space. All right, what is high quality? High quality is something that Saitama is trying to offer when you look at their roadmap. Okay, high quality are projects like Saitama that wants to go after the decentralized exchanges, the centralized exchanges, having their own blockchain, providing prop education, okay, and providing, a better technology for, NFTs and the metaverse and all of that. They're trying to cover every aspect of crypto, okay, in a professional manner. All right, no copy and paste stuff. And it says, therefore, listing the tokens on Binance go through a rigorous due diligence. It says to get your tokens listed on Binance, here goes some tips from the CEO, CZ. And right here it goes through, how to apply it says how to apply to list on Binance. It says you can fill out an application form for direct listing on Binance, Launchpad, and Launch Pool applications. All right, so those are two different things. It says the difference is that direct listing and launchpads are open to the to projects that either have tokens circulating on the market or don't have a coin yet issued. Whereas Launchpad is limited to projects that are relatively early stage and have not yet held a token. So what this means is that, okay, Launch Pool. So direct listing and Launch Pool are open to projects that are already have launched on like Uniswap and stuff like that. All right, these are open to those kind of projects. They already have like circulating supply out, but they just haven't gotten listed on bigger exchanges. Now Launchpads, I used to do videos a while back on Launchpads. I know how I love Launchpads, at least some of my older viewers. And these are for projects, right, who want to, these for individuals who created a project who want to launch a cheaper way, kind of like on a launch pad if they cannot afford to launch on like Uniswap or PancakeSwap or something like that. A lot of them launch on like these launch pads. I know BSC has a lot of kind of launch pads and stuff like that. I know Tron had, like, for example, Tron has Tron pad. Okay, and believe it or not, ADA, there's called an ADA pad or Cardano pad or something like that that individuals launch on. So those are the cheaper routes to go when you want to launch projects and you can't afford to launch them on like Uniswap and PancakeSwap. So it says, please make sure that you include all information you wish to communicate with us. Please also note that we require the project founder CEO to fill out the application, as we need to speak to the key person of the project when we encounter any issues with the listing. Now, this is going to be an issue for a lot of projects. Remember what I said, it's a good thing that Saitama is docs. Okay, it's a good thing that they're docs. It's a good thing that they also have LLCs. So they got a lot of their personal information. So they're not worried about really giving their personal information to the bigger exchanges. Now, when a lot of individuals who are invested into these meme projects out here, they're invested into projects where the developer is not doxed. Okay, so if the developer is not doxxed, okay, and does not feel comfortable giving his or her information out to the public, what makes you think that they're going to give their information out to Binance? They have to be doxxed, and Binance is not going for it either. Okay, if you're not doxxed, they're not messing with you. All right, point blank. All right, so for a lot of these individuals, be like, oh, you know, this project is popular in the meme space. Yeah, they're popular in the meme space, but when it comes to stuff like this, all right, they have to up their game, and they have to get out of that shyness. They have to get out of that laziness. I have to be willing to get themselves out there. And it says, please wait patiently after applying, as it needs to go through a rigorous due diligence. It says, to speed up the process, please be responsive and professional during the evaluation. Do y'all hear that? Please be responsible. Okay. Please be responsive and professional. Okay. That's what Binance wants. They want professional projects. Okay. They don't want a lot of these cartoony, you know, just be doing anything projects right here. And this is why I also say that the community plays a big part also. Okay, because if you got a project, right, that's not doing what it's supposed to do, and then you got a community at that also, this representing the project bad and all about this, you know, tribalism and stuff, that stuff plays a big part. It plays a big part. Okay, some individuals probably believe that these exchanges do not look at that, but they look at this stuff. Okay, so it says also, what do you need to do to get your project listed? It says update your project progress to the community and us regularly, weekly or monthly. This is required even after listing on Binance. So you still have a lot of due diligence to do on your end as a developer, even after you're listed, before and after. It says incorporate BNB, BUSD into your ecosystem, or raise BNB or BUSD during your fundraising phase. Okay, so for a lot of these projects, right, a lot of them start off on like Uniswap and all that, so they only got like Ethereum pairs or USD pairs and stuff like that. At some point, they're going to have to build an ecosystem to even incorporate the BNB into their ecosystem, because they don't start off with BNB or on the smart chain network. Okay, so they're going to have to add that, or at least during the fundraising phase, they're going to have to raise some BNB just to show their support for Binance. Okay, and it says support the Binance community. So this is a good thing, because this is something that Saitama V2 has incorporated into their ecosystem, and we know that they also have a good relationship, that goes back throughout their year of existence with Binance. So that's always good. I believe Russ also knows the Binance CEO. Okay, so they do have some commingling history right there. Okay, so this is also good. So you can see how a lot of things are lining up with what Saitama has done. Okay, like I said, they're prepping themselves professionally in the right way to the letter to get on big exchanges like Binance. Okay, it says important notes. Do not ask our CEO for status updates and stuff like that. And here goes some other stuff like do not ask to contact a person. We know how a lot of these big exchanges don't like to. They're kind of like behind the scenes. Okay, they don't like to be in the open. They like to do a lot of business behind the scenes. Okay, that's why it makes it easy also to weed out these hackers when these hackers be sending these emails and stuff like that. All right, because we already know that Binance, Coinbase, all of those big exchanges don't be all out there in the open like that. Do not shield coins, okay, to these bigger exchanges. So when you have a lot of these bigger, when you have a lot of these communities, right, these aggressive communities of these projects, and they're shilling these projects and sending countless emails and countless Twitter posts to the CEOs of these bigger exchanges right here, these top tier exchanges. It's a bad look. It's a bad look, and believe it or not, you get community members that do that every single day. It's a bad look. It's like a cringe thing to a lot of these top tier exchanges out here. They do not want to hear that. All right, it said do not send white paper because we know they're not going to read white papers all day. White papers are like goddamn 80 pages. Don't nobody want to read that all day, okay? They will know enough about you when it comes to them doing their research to find out what they need to know about you to list you, okay? And it says, please note that even though your project might not be listed, we may reconsider your application in the future if we see improvement. So this is important right here because, okay, let's say if you are a main project, okay, and you have potential, you still have, this is what I talk about when I say that V2 comes into play. All right, you have to go V2 to kill a lot of those zeros because the big exchanges don't want to see the zeros, okay? And you're going to even have to change, you're probably also going to have to change your identity so you'll be professionally represented more better when getting listed on these exchanges. And this is what Saitama has done, okay? They've changed the logo, they changed their brand, the We Are Saitama brand. Okay, they've gotten rid of those zeros. Now they look like one of these OG stable coins out here. Okay, they look like they are a non-main project right now, and this is what Binance wants to see. This is what the top tier exchanges want to see, and now y'all see why Saitama has done this. All right, and it says who will contact you after applying. It says your project. It says if your project passes our initial review, it says our member team will be in touch. We will contact you through email. Okay, so this is all about right here about how they're going to properly contact you. Now we know that other projects such as Terrarium went through something with Binance recently where people didn't know if they were contacted by scammers and stuff like this. So if you all want to read this section, this is very important right here. Okay, so this is, even if you're a developer and you created a project and you're going for Binance, you want to keep tabs on all of this right here. All right, because that's how they properly, this is how they properly contact you. Okay, so this is the last section right here. I don't want to make this video too long. So it says, how do you evaluate projects? It says, there are no set requirements. We want good coins listed on Binance, such as coins with a proven team, a useful product, and a large user base. So this right here would also line up with Saitama right now. Okay, they want a proven team. So what does they have? They have a proven team. Okay, they have Russ and those boys, and they also have the original developer. Okay, and they hire a 300-man team, a man and woman team. Okay, so this is also showing these bigger exchanges that they are super serious. They also want a useful product. Okay, so we talk about useful products. We look at their ecosystem. We look at their roadmaps, everything they have going on from the exchanges, the centralized exchange, the decentralized exchange, and SAITAPRO. Okay, the SAITA education, NFTs, metaverse. Okay, these are useful projects within a more professional project right here that will benefit the masses out there. And this is what mainstream media wants to put their eyes on to benefit the masses. Okay, when Binance sees things like that, they love it. Okay, more exposure for projects like Saitama, which means more exposure for bigger entities like Binance. It says apply for a listing only if you have at least a minimum viable product. It says or application. It says, or your application will not pass our initial screening. Okay, so this is what I talk about also about copy and paste. Remember when I said about copy and paste? I said these projects are not going anywhere copy and paste because when you look at projects like Sheeb, right? Sheeb has already set the bar high. All right, Sheeb has already set the bar high. Sheeb is like the top dog when it comes to providing, viable, usable products and stuff like that. All right, but when you look at a lot of these copy and paste projects out here, these bigger exchanges are going to only look at them like, what have you done for me lately? All right, and this is why I say Saitama is doing a good job going the unconventional route. They're going the unconventional route. Individuals may not like it, but you have to be different in order to get on these projects. So if Saitama is receiving a lot of slack for a lot of things that they're doing, then they're doing something good. All right, for a lot of individuals who are praising these projects, who are just copying and pasting, they're going to have to switch it up because they're not going to get on these top tier exchanges. It says you should focus on user adoption. Okay, so focus on something that is new, that the users, that the masses out there can adopt and benefit from. Okay, it says you can include our user statistics in the application form to help with our screening. Okay, so this means that what do you provide different? What can you show them that's different from what's already out there? It says we evaluate how the team handles difficult situations, even if it is just within their own community. All right, so that means that you know, you look at a lot of these projects and you look at a lot of the negatives that goes on within these projects. A lot of these developers, some of them are lazy. Okay, some of them do not react good to a lot of projects, and some of these developers do not even have good communication with their own community. The Saitama team has a good communication with their own community. We see that. We even see other things like Fang, where you get to create art. Okay, and like I said, if your art project, okay, catches the eye of development teams, they're willing to co-mingle, and they're willing to business partner with their own investors out there. Okay, you just do not see that with a lot of these projects. So the Saitama development team has certain catalysts within the project that they're leaving the door open, okay, to actually bond and connect with their physically connect with their own investors out there. Okay, so when you see stuff like that, Binance likes stuff like that. They look at all of that stuff. It says, do not try to pressure us into listing your coin by spreading FUD or negative comments about Binance, or you will be blacklisted. Okay, so you have a lot of communities out here. They got FUD communities out here. Okay, just because Binance does not list your project, all right, does not mean that you won't have an opportunity in the future to. Okay, sometimes you just have to switch it up. You have to make a change and switch things up. All right, if you don't get listed, you need to look at Binance requirements or what they're telling you that you need to change, and just switch it up. That's all you have to do. Okay, but if you don't get listed and you go back to you switch over to FUDing and you turn to FUDing and all that stuff, you're going to get blacklisted, and that's going to make it even worse for your project, because now you don't even have a future with any of those top tier exchanges. Okay, and it says please refrain from asking your community to over aggressively shield your coin. It can hurt you in our evaluation process. Okay, so when it says when you get one foot in the door and you're in the like evaluation, please let them do their job. Let Binance do their job. Let Coinbase do their job. Let them do their job, because okay, look, Binance is not going to be pressured by anybody. Okay, if you're getting on there, if you're getting cringe with them, okay, if you're doing things that's going to make them cringe, they're just going to drop you. Okay, because number one, they don't need you. They already got all of the OG coins. They already got enough volume coming into there. They don't need you. All right, you're on their time. All right, you're on their time, and you're going to have to go by their rules. But the thing is this: once you get on those bigger exchanges, it gives you way more exposure, and that's just going to be good for the project. All right, and right here goes to how much do you charge for listing fees. It says we donate all listing fees to Binance Charity Foundation, a 100% transparent charity track on the blockchain. All right, so y'all, look, I wanted to go over this right here because look, believe it or not, even for the critics out there, you can FUD Saitama all you want to, okay, but at the end of the day, they're doing what it takes to get the job done. They're doing whatever it takes to get the job done, while a lot of these other projects are sitting on their hands. All right, so this right here, a lot of what Binance is talking about lines up with Saitama is doing, and I do believe that Saitama has done enough, and they will. Sorry about that. I believe they will get on one of these. They will get on the bigger exchanges. All right, so this is my video, and remember, every now will be history tomorrow, and you either have patience in this crypto investing space or lose in the end, and you don't want to be a loser. This is my video. I will catch you all on the up and up. Howdy.